I'm your gracious host, Uncle Pearl, and we have got a special show for you tonight. Today, it is a outstanding vocalist that is from the St. Louis area, and he wrote this beautiful single that's being played all over the country. It's called I Can't Breathe. And also, he has another single out called Level Ground. But I Can't Breathe is just getting all this attention all over the country. And I want you to meet and greet and welcome Mr. BJ Rich. BJ!
Glad to be here. How you doing? How you doing, Earl?
Man, I'm glad that you're
Earl
here.
Pearl.
Glad that you're
Pearl.
here. Yes. Yeah, Uncle Pearl podcast, man.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, we met quite a few times back in the day, back in St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and BJ is from St. Louis too, and so.
And Earl, speaking of which, we had some great times back in the days. You know, we go way, way back to your karaoke days. Remember, Earl, we used to get on stage and do all the Gerald Levert and OJs and all that great music entertaining the crowd.
Man, certainly I do. That's when I got my biggest rounds of applause, when you was on stage.
It was fun.
Everybody was pulling at you, man. They was pulling at you. Who, BJ?
Throwing money on stage.
Only thing I didn't see was underwear. That's the only thing I didn't see, man. But you got a career going now. And I want to talk about this career, man. Who inspired you to write I Can't Breathe? I guess that's an obvious question because we all go through it. But there had to be a moment in time where you had to step back and say, I need to write this. Tell us about that.
Well, first of all, Earl, I like to say this, that all my inspiration comes from God. You know, he blessed me with a wonderful gift. You know, it's just an honor to use it, you know, on platforms like this, you know, despite the circumstances, you know, so it can be the middle of the night, it can be early in the day, you know, but if a song hits me, I have to get up and write it. And with this situation with George Floyd, it's a dear situation that touched us all. It touched America. And we see all the attention that it's getting. And so I was just inspired to write this song, I Can't Breathe. And it, you know, it really sunk in my soul. You know, the song basically talks about him being on that ground. And you know, I heard one person say that, you know, he mentioned his mom. He was calling for his mom in those last moments. And I really just wanted to, in that song, picture myself, you know, if it was me down there, you know, and really, I believe that's what great songwriters or great actors do. Like great actors like Jamie Foxx, you know, they have to put themselves in that situation and really live it and become that. And as a songwriter, that's my job. That's what I've been blessed to do. That's my gift. And I believe in that song, we told the story.
You did tell the story with that. It's getting a tremendous amount of response. We're going to get to the response a little later on. But first, I just want to talk about the song itself and the music and the way it was written. The music was outstanding. I know you wrote those lyrics and you sung those lyrics masterfully, but what about that music? Tell us about that.
Let's talk about it. Well, Earl, when I write a song, and to all my fans, I just want to let you know, when I write a song, it starts off with a thought, and it starts off with a melody. And by the way, the producer Mo Skills, who is in Atlanta, Georgia right now, he's a industry producer who's doing big things. You know, I'm just privileged to work with him. But I gave him the melody, what I heard in my mind, and the lyrics, and he took it and added all the instrumentation to it. You know, and it came out to be a wonderful masterpiece. Also, I have to send a shout out to Fresco Kane, who recently wrote the hit song for Mariah Carey. You know, he's the one that engineered it, and I'll just tell you, he's a master in the studio. You know, being able to vibe off of someone like that, you know, that's helping you with different harmonies and different things that he hear with this ear and mine as well. It's like three geniuses in the music coming together and creating a masterpiece. So it was a wonderful situation.
Man, you guys put it together, man. I'm serious about that. You put it together. It was just appropriate. It was right on time. Of course, all over the country, our people are peacefully protesting. Those people who are not being peaceful or not representing what you're doing. I'll just go out on a limb and say that because I know you're a peaceful, God-fearing person. But what we have to do, and what you're doing, is taking the lead on trying to promote a little change around here, so maybe our young people don't have to watch their back so much when they're in a traffic situation, right, BJ?
That's right, Earl. And speaking of which, the country is going through so much right now. But I just want to take time out to send a shout out to our strong Black sisters. You know, we recently had an election. So I'm going to take this time out to send a shout out and a congratulations to, first of all, Kimberly Ann Collins. And she's the state representative.
And she won?
She won.
Wow.
We want to send a special shout out to her. We want to send a special shout out to Angela Walton Mosley, who won the state senator position. And for county council, we want to send a shout out to Alonda Webb. So our strong Black sisters are really making a mark in Missouri. And I just want to say congratulations. Job well done.
Right. We offer kudos regarding that too. And their congratulations is really, really important, man. It really is. And I think they're going to make incremental change in terms of your song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, Uncle Earl. It's about change and having a voice, during these times. God gave me a voice, and I'm going to speak, and I'm going to speak loudly through song. Right. and the lyrics that I write, that's what he gave us a voice for. Not to be quiet, not to go into a closet and not say anything. No, I'm going to speak, I'm going to sing, and I'm going to say it loudly so everybody can hear it.
Man, they can hear it, man. There's some people hearing it. They're just shaking in their boots. They're so scared. We might as well talk about them right now, BJ. I mean, you were on our website because BJ Rich is being played on Magic108FM.com. He's getting a lot of response regarding his play on the radio station. I have never seen the amount of response that we have seen with Mr. BJ Rich. And we're going to talk about it right now. We might as well bring it up. We're going to bring up the good and we're going to bring up the bad because we think that it all needs to be said. Everybody has an opinion. And so, BJ, go ahead and bring us in, bring us up to date on what's going on out here.
Well, I'll say this, Earl the Pearl. I take everything in stride. I have tough skin. I was, to say the least, I'm gonna just let you in on this.
Okay.
I was groomed for this moment.
You were groomed.
I was groomed for this moment. I've been trained for this moment.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Some things hit you. You have to let it rub off your shoulders. Just slide right off your shoulders. It comes with the territory. So I know how to deal with the hate and the haters. I mean, because that's a part of the package. Let's just be honest.
I didn't know you were groomed for it like that.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Well, always knew you were a tough basketball player too, because I remember some of the games he used to play, and you used to really, really get tough out there on the court.
Oh
You
man,
didn't think I remembered that, did you?
no, I didn't.
I
I
remember.
got a little jump shot, Earl. I still got a, yeah. I think it still works.
All right. Well, BJ, let's talk about some of those people.
Okay,
Go ahead
okay.
and tell us about some of these people that have commented on your song, because I don't think people who listen to the radio station, who listen to Real R&B, and who listen to the Uncle Pearl podcast realize exactly what some of these people have said. Go ahead, BJ, tell us.
Well, we're gonna let them know today. We're gonna let the fans know. So let's see. One guy name is Jesse Vargas, and he says, let's see, wow, dude, you use a man's death to promote your music via video of him dying. What sickness is this? Oh.
Do you want to go ahead and address that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
go
do.
ahead.
It's not that I'm using a man's death to promote my music. The thing about it is, Jesse, like I just said, I'm gonna speak and I'm gonna speak loudly. Our job is to bring light to this injustice that continues to happen in the United States. I believe you all become, and when I say you all, I mean those that speak against us having a voice. You become intimidated when we address these issues. It's more so like you want us to be quiet and don't say nothing. I hate to use the derogatory term. It's basically like, shut up, Ian.
Shut up. Told LeBron James,
quiet.
shut up and dribble.
Right.
That's
And
crazy.
you got the wrong. You just got the wrong person at the wrong time. Because we're gonna bring light to this situation, one person at a time. We're not here to shut up. We're not here to be quiet. We're gonna continue to talk about it until we get change.
Very well said. Very well said, BJ. And I can't even add anything to that. I think you dotted the I and crossed the T. What's next?
Let's see. Let's find another good one on here.
Okay.
Okay, Ellie says, just stop the hate.
She said, stop the hate. Ellie said, stop the hate.
Uh-huh.
Now, what are you hating? I don't know.
Right. And it's kind of hard for me I don't know if hers is derogatory. I mean, I'm in agreement. Let's stop the hate.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think she was alluding to you hating.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're not here to be quiet about the situation. We're gonna bring light to it.
Yes, sir.
I was kind of diswrought about some of these comments, but it comes with the territory. Let's see. Norman Cox says sickening. Michelle Haggard says Black Lives Matter, promote hate and violence. Huh?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got to address a couple of these points here.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Maybe we can have some comments on this video. We'll spread this video wide and far. And maybe we can get some serious answers that might educate us, BJ.
Uh-huh. There's some more interesting.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all right. Here, one guy. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Brandon Paul. I can't breathe because I don't break the law.
Okay.
Oh, here's another one.
Well, can I say something about that real quick?
Yeah.
Remember, John Lewis said, "Get in some good trouble." Get in some good trouble. That's probably some lawful things. You have lawful, and then you have legal. Sometimes things are legal, and they shouldn't be lawful. So slavery was legal, but that's not lawful. So
that's right.
It's a give and take there, and I do think I wanted to say that. I wanted to put a dot on that. Go ahead, BJ.
You're so correct on that. Let's check out Carolyn Chambers. Sick of looking at this video. Sick of looking at this video. All it's done is brought death, destruction. It was a very unfair thing that happened to him. Enough is enough. Where does it end? I tell you this. It doesn't end right here with us being quiet and not saying nothing about it. And that's a problem, Earl. I believe that some people, we're going to say some people.
Okay.
Some people think that, when these injustices happen, when they take place, we supposed to be good in 1 or 2 weeks.
And then forget about it, right?
Yeah, we supposed to just kick it under the rug like nothing ever happened. What about the families of these victims? Do you think they stopped grieving in 2 weeks? What if it was your family? What if it was your kinfolk that got brutalized in this manner and it cost them their life? Would you shut up in 2 weeks? Would you stop talking about it after a month?
Man, it's tough. You ask us.
Would you have the attitude, let's be quiet and let's just move on? Enough is enough. Let's move on to something else? Or would you still be grieving? Would you still be talking about the injustice? Would you still be seeking justice?
Man,
that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important that we voice what we feel. That's why it's so important that our people continue to get out there and protest. Because this stuff is ridiculous. The whole attitude about it. Let's move on. Like nothing happened. Okay, we had the funeral. We showed a few clips on the news. Now let's get on with our lives. That's the attitude. And that's why Black Lives Matter. That's why it's so important. Peaceful protesting, but continuously voicing our feelings and our opinion until real justice takes place.
Very aptly said, BJ Rich. Very well said, man. I think it's time right now for us to actually play the song. And we're going to take out the time to play I Can't Breathe so that everybody that hasn't heard the song can see what we're talking about.
That's right.
Man, this is an awesome song, and it's played on magic108fm.com, on all major platforms, on YouTube. So enjoy this song from BJ Rich.
Oh, I just want to be free. I just want to breathe. Cause everybody deserves to be equal. Trying to let you know that I can't breathe. Whoa. Send somebody to help me. I'm trying to let you know that I can't breathe. Whoa. I got the weight of the world on the back of my neck. How is it that I'm can't nobody hear me, acting like they don't see me. Don't nobody care about me. Now I'm gasping for air. I can't breathe. I feel the wind leaving my soul. Situations out of control. Somebody help me. I'm just trying to let you know that I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Whoa. Send somebody to help me. I'm trying to let you know that I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I got the weight of the world on the back of my neck. See, I woke up today. Thought it was gonna be a good day, but anything can go wrong when you're wearing dark brown skin. Now I'm feeling so abused. Wrong place at the wrong time. I know my life is on the line, and I'm not gonna make it. I'm just trying to let you know. I've gotta let the whole world know that I can't breathe. It's so hard to breathe. Send somebody to help me. I'm trying to let you know that I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I got the weight of the world on the back of my neck. Father, can you hear me? I don't understand. How could you let this happen? Why is this happening to a good black man? It's gotta be a good reason. Am I the sacrifice? I've been chosen for this mission to save a future life. And I'm crying, mama, why are they doing this? It's not supposed to end like this. They can't get away with this. Not supposed to end like this. Mama, I can't breathe.
And we're back. And I hope you enjoyed the BJ Rich classic, I Can't Breathe. And of course, he has another song out now that we're going to talk about a little bit now. It's called Level Ground. Go ahead, BJ. Tell us about Level Ground.
Well, Level Ground is basically the follow-up to I Can't Breathe. But it goes a little deeper into this whole thing that's going on in the United States when it comes to police brutality. The song even talks about the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Colin Kaepernick.
And I refer to evidence being ignored when it comes to our black people, especially our black men being killed. The evidence is ignored, and people are being let off the hook. And so we've come a long way, but we are not on level ground. Do not be fooled, because it's a double standard. We have a double standard of how justice is viewed in the United States. And so, all we wish is to be equal and to be on level ground. God created us equal as human beings. We are all equal. God loves us all. And so it's my job, it's your job, Earl. He's given us the voice. He blessed me with this platform for a reason. And I'm gonna use the platform to first of all tell about God's love, and to let the whole world know that Jesus saves. Yes, I come from a church background, and that's my ultimate message, to let the whole world know that Jesus saves, and heaven is for all of us, if we accept the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ as our Savior. And while we're here on this earth, while we're down here, we need to have level ground. And we're not going to stop talking. We're not going to stop pressing the issue. We're not going to stop protesting. We're going to continue to have a voice, and let people know that things are not right. So whether you like it or not, whether you're tired of hearing about it, it doesn't matter. We're going to continue to speak loud and proud and let people know that we are not on level ground.
You know what, BJ? You were built for this. You were constructed for this, and I feel it in your presentation. I feel it in your demonstration, and I feel it in your music too. Tell us about who produced the music, who wrote it, and we know you sang the hell out of it.
Yeah, great time to bring up and mention a great producer. His name is Wildman. Wildman is one of the great producers from St. Louis, and pretty much God blessed me with the lyrics of this song, and I woke up one day and called him up. I had a melody in my head for this song, level ground came to mind. What does level ground mean? It means we're on an equal playing field. The ground is level. It's level for you. It's level for me. It's level for everyone, no matter what race or gender you're in. And so Wildman did a great job. He's one of the hands down. He's the best producer when it comes to playing all instruments. He's the one-man band.
And he plays the dynamite bass too, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's well known, and he's a genius. And when you bring musical genius together, you get a genius project. And so Level Ground tells a story, about where we are and where we're trying to get to. We just shot, by the way, Earl, we just shot the video for Level Ground. It's been tuned up and worked on, but we've recently shot a video for Level Ground. It's going to be really, really nice. You don't want to miss the opportunity to check out that video, but more importantly, listen to the words and the message of that song. And we also have a video coming for I Can't Breathe. So we on the move.
I can't wait. You can't breathe. I can't wait. This is going to be hot.
That might be another song. I can't wait.
You do such great work, man. Musically, it's a treat, and it's an honor to hear you to perform your blessing and to do your blessing, and to have all these great people that are supporting you. Wow, man, and also Mo Skills. Mo Skills is with you, and he's a world-renowned producer. And then Fresco Kane, I'm just so blessed. I'm blessed to be surrounded by such talented people that's willing to collab with me and help out, create a positive project. Right. And as you can see, I'm very passionate about music. So nothing for me is ever just like when we were reading some of these comments. Nothing for me is ever just the opportunity to create a song. I feel and I believe what I sing about, and I mean what I say what I mean. Yep. And once again, I mean what I say. Right, we know that one. Mr. BJ Rich, we're going to play Level Ground right now. It's a treat for our viewers and our listeners. And here's BJ Rich's Level Ground on the Uncle Pearl podcast.
It ain't that easy living in this place called America. So many black men have lost their lives living in this so-called free world. Yes, they have. Stop picking on me. Stop profiling, trying to set me up. That's what you're doing. I got a family, I got kids to feed, and I'm a good black man. Yes, I am. I wanna be on level ground. I wanna be on level ground. Oh, oh, oh. Level ground. Ooh, I wanna be on level ground. Level ground. My people's been fighting for a very long time. I've been lied to and told that freedom is all mine. If we're free, then why do they treat us like slaves? Accuse us, abuse us, then take us to our graves. I wanna be on level ground. Ooh, I wanna That's be all we on level ground. Ooh, I wanna be on level ground. I wanna be on level ground. If the ground was level, if the ground was level, they wouldn't get away with killing us, ignoring all the evidence. If the ground was level, if the ground was level, they couldn't kick us out the NFL. Retaliation for taking a knee. No, they couldn't. And you know that I'm telling the truth. Yes, I'm telling the truth. If this happened to your people, tell me what would you do? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm so tired of all of this. We're tired of seeing our black men laying in the middle of the street, and the families crying over their bodies while they bleeding out. Something gotta change. Level ground. Right now, right now, right now. Level ground. About to take it a change from just 1 minute. Cause what the whole world needs is a lot more of God in it. Level ground. And I still have a dream. Level ground. That we're gonna be equal one day, one day. Cause Lord knows we won't have it no other way. Level ground. I just wanna be on level ground. Level ground. Level ground. Oh, we gotta be on. We gotta be on level ground. We gotta have it. We gotta have it. Not next year. Next year. 20 years from now. 20 years from now.
And we're back. We're black again. It is BJ Rich and Earl Z Pearl, the Uncle Pearl
Oh, yeah.
podcast. And man, we have covered a lot of ground. I want you to promise to come back so that we can talk about some more things. We got some more things to cover. The time just slipped by, BJ Rich.
Oh yeah, Earl the Pearl. Hey, that's a great idea. I'm always gonna come back, and it's always a pleasure to get to talk to one of my old friends.
Yes,
Like you
man.
said, we go back a long way,
We do.
and I'm glad to see Magic108fm.com doing such a great job. Hey, I love to listen to the old school. When I turn on your station, Earl the Pearl, you know, it reminds me of the old days of Magic 108. You know, that good music. I'm like, wow, I can't stop listening. I'm addicted to this station. You know, because you know, I come from a background of great music when it comes to R&B, and gospel is my root. I will always use my voice for the Lord, but He's blessed me
Praise God.
To reach out into the world and talk about different issues, talk about love and talk about the hateful situations that's going on. So it's all a part of me. You can't put BJ Rich in a box.
That's right.
But I'm going to use my voice, and it's going to come out positive content.
Man, you strong as come. It's awesome, man. Awesome. The songs are good. BJ Rich is good. I want you to send some shouts out to some people that we know together, because they're going to be looking at this. And we come from the old school. We come from way back. So go ahead and send some shouts out to some people that we know.
Okay, I'd like to send a shout out to, let's do the karaoke crew. Mario.
Okay. Mario.
Yeah, that's one of our good old buddies right there.
Roe Boogie.
Oh yeah. Roe Boogie. Let's see. I gotta think of some of these names. I got them pictured.
Okay.
Let's see. Karen.
Karen. Man.
That's another one of our
How do I live without you?
Oh yeah. We had so much fun, Earl the Pearl, on the stage. We had some really good times. I remember when you used to do karaoke down at Illusions. Our good friend Johnny down there. That was a
JC Blackman
Thursday night. And people, karaoke hasn't been the same, man. In some of the areas, you were definitely loved in this area, Earl the Pearl, and we used to have a great time.
Man, we did, man. Well, we really appreciate you coming in, BJ, man, and much success on this single, man. This hot single. Your career is just blowing out. I mean, you're really getting big responses from people, whether it be positive or negative. That's the most important thing, because it is striking a nerve. You are waking people up, and they are appreciating you, and I'm really happy for you, man.
And Earl, I'd like to say this. We talked about a lot of the bad comments, but I just want to send a special shout out to everyone that has supported BJ Rich. All the positivity continues to ring in on Facebook and all the platforms, and I just want to say I thank you all for your love and support. Hey, we got a long journey. But we're set for it, and it's going to be a great ride.
Earl Z Pearl, Uncle Pearl podcast, and happy to have Mr. BJ Rich. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Tune in, turn on, tell a friend. Have an awesome day. Thanks, BJ.
Thank you, Earl.